Yayun, which is wine. Like Yasha'Allah, which means to Israel. Shapar, which means horn. And Madyam, so Punya Akadam, which means rise, turn to face the east. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Mithamano, Lacham, Kaliwam, Wasalakano, Kawakno, Kasalakno, Kawakno, Wala'ah, Gabayano, gonna say one, Abal, Hawashanu, Mayun, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahata Arath, the I will love you, Amen. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Go to the blessings, Mama.
The blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Matazab Ya'ala Wapyahan. Ha'alawapyu. Hasarani. Hapatazayani. Hakaya Yali. Wa Ha'akhwathu. Yahweh. Wa Hashem Yahweh Shah. The water Aman. In the English, bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahan. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. Isupk curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. That speak against us. Thy prophets. The teachers. The princes. The priests. The Israelite brothers. And the school. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel. That refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the Edomites. And the nations. And their drug dealers. The court system. The prison system. Planned Parenthood. All the governments of our enemies. Amalek's synagogues and armies. The Roman Catholic Church. The Pope. Islam. Christianity. Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. The Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Posse Comitatus. The gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. NASA space program. The Army. Navy. Air Force, Marines, Wall Street. Open up the internet, and the airway, the cable access channel, and the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth, and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahushua, Michael and Gabriel, come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua, thank you always, so be it. Song face the front. Yeshabim. And we're back with the Sabbath service. We've been here week after week going through the early part of the scriptures. We're still in Genesis. We've been going through and breaking down from the Hebrew these foundational stories in the scriptures that we must know and understand if we are to understand everything that comes thereafter. And today we are at Genesis 28 and 15.
16.
Genesis 28 and verse 16. And we're going to pick up where we left off last week in the Hebrew. And the brother's going to share that on the screen for everybody who wants to follow along in the Hebrew. We should have an interlinear app, an interlinear website, or just a straight up Tanakh if you want to read it without any English guidance. But of course, the interlinear gives you English translations and unfortunate transliterations, but it can still, jog your memory and help you out. And I find it very helpful in learning the Hebrew.
Let me see here. Here we go.
So Genesis 28 and verse 16. Waya Yaquataza, Yaiquab, Mashanathwa, Waya Amar, Akan, Yash, Yahweh, Bamakawam, Hazah, Wa Anakia, La'ah, Yadaithia. Verse 17. Waya Ra'ah, Waya Amar, Ma, Nawara, Hamakawam, Hazah, Ayanza, Kaya, Bayath, Alahayim, Wazah, Sha'ar, Hashemayim, Waya Shekam, Yaiquab, Babaquar, Waya Quak, Af, Ha'aban, Ashar, Sham, Marashathua, Wayashum, Atha, Matazabah, Wayatazaquak, Wayatazak, Shamwa, Al Ra'asha. Verse 19. Wayakura, Ashum.
So call out the verses, please.
This is verse 19. Wayakura, Ashum, Hamakuam, Ha'awa'ah, Bayath al Wa'awalam, Lawaz Sham Ha'ayar, Lara'ashan. Verse 20. Wayadar Ya'aiquab, Nadar La'amar, Am Yahaya, Alahayim, Aimadya, Washamaranya, Badarak, Hazah, Ashar, Anakia, Hawalak, Wanathan, Laya, Lacham, La'akal, Wabagad, Walabash. Verse 21. Washabathia, Bashalom, Albayath, Abia, Wahaya, Yahweh, Laya, La'alahayim, verse 22. Waha'abun, Haza'ath, Ashar, Shemathia, Matazabah, Yahaya, Bayath, Alahayim, Wakal, Ashar, Thun, Laya, Ishar, Isharunwa, Lakab. And that's the end of the first set. We're going to go back to the Hebrew.
That was verse 22?
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to go back to the English and pick it up, chapter 28 and verse 16. And Jacob awaked out of his sleep, and he said, surely the Lord is in this place, and I knew it not. To catch up, this is where Jacob had his dream, what they refer to as Jacob's ladder. And he saw angels of the Most High ascending and descending on the ladder. And the Most High told him that the land where he was laying, that he was going to get that land, his seed was going to get that land, and that Jacob's seed will be as the dust of the earth, meaning innumerable. I mean, our people are going to be everywhere, and our people are everywhere to this day. And so this is the vision that Jacob had, this famous vision, this famous dream that he had. And the Lord promised that he will be with him wherever he goes. And this is a prophecy that will be borne out throughout all of the scriptures. And so here in verse 16, Jacob awaked out of his sleep, and he said, surely the Lord is in this place, and I knew it not. Verse 17. And he was afraid and said, how dreadful is this place? This is none other but the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven. And Jacob rose up early in the morning and took the stone that he had put for his pillows and set it up for a pillar and poured oil upon the top of it. And he called the name of that place Bethel, but the name of that city was called Luz at the first. And Jacob vowed a vow, saying, if God will be with me and will keep me in this way that I go, and will give me bread to eat and raiment to put on, so that I come again to my father's house in peace, then shall the Lord be my God, and this stone which I have set for a pillar shall be God's house, and of all that thou shalt give me, I will surely give the 10th unto thee. And even in this moment, from this basic dream, Jacob understood the concept of giving 1/10 of his increase back to the Most High. And so back to the Hebrew 29 and verse 1.
You said 29 and verse 1?
Okay.
You'll shoot straight to 29 and verse 1?
Yeah, because 22 is the last verse of chapter 28.
All right. So, go ahead.
Where Sha'ai, Yaikwab, Regalia, Wayalak, Aratazah, Bunya, Quadum, verse 2, Wayara'ah, Wahana Ba'ar, Bashadah, Wahana Shum, Shalasha, Idaria Taza'an, Rabatazayum, Alia Kayaman Haba'ar, Hahawa'ah, Yashakwa, Ha'idarium, Wahabun, Gadalah, Al-Paya, Haba'ar, verse 3, Wana Asapwa, Shema, Kal, Ha'idarium, Wagalawa, Ha'bun, Ma'al, Paya, Haba'ar, Wahashakwa, Hataza'an, Wahashayabwa, Ha'bun, Al-Paya, Haba'ar, Lamakwam, verse 4, Wayamar, Lahum, Yaikwab, Akhir, Ma'ayan, Athum, Waya Amarwa, Makarun, Anachnoa, verse 5, Waya Amarlahum, Hayadaithum, Athlabun, Banachwar, Waya Amarwa, Yadinawa, verse 6, Waya Amarlahum, Hashalom Lawa, Waya Amarwa, Shalom, Wahana, Rachal, Bathwa, Ba'ah, Aim Hataza'an, verse 7, Waya Amar, Han Iwad, Hayawam, Gadawal, La'ah, Aith, Ha'asap, Makwana, Hashakwa, Hataza'an, Walakwa, Ra'aiwa. Back to the English, chapter 29 and verse 1. Then Jacob went on his journey and came into the land of the people of the east. And he looked, and behold, a well in the field. And lo, there were 3 flocks of sheep lying by it. For out of that well they watered the flocks, and a great stone was upon the well's mouth. And thither were all the flocks gathered, and they rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the sheep, and put the stone again upon the well's mouth in his place. And Jacob said unto them, My brethren, whence be ye? And they said, Of Haran are we. And he said unto them,
Which scripture?
This is 29 and verse 4.
29 verse 4.
Gotcha.
I got you. Go ahead.
In verse 5, and he said unto them, Know ye Laban, the son of Nahor? And they said, We know him. And he said unto them, Is he well? And they said, He is well. And behold, Rachel his daughter cometh with the sheep. And he said, Lo, it is yet high day, neither is it time that the cattle should be gathered together. Water ye the sheep and feed them. So all that was self-explanatory. Jacob was journeying. He's coming up to a well. He's asking about Laban. And here we go. Back to the Hebrew, verse 8. Genesis 29 and verse 8. Waya Amar will I, no call Id Ashar, Yasapua call Ha'idarium, or the law Ath Habun, Ma'al Paya, Haba'ar, Washakinawa, Hataza'an, verse 9, Iwadnawa, Madabar, Imam, or Achal, Ba'a, Aim, Hataza'an, Ashar, La'abia, Kaya, Ra'ai, Hawa'ah, verse 10, Wayahaya, Kashar, Ra'ai, Ya'aikwab, Athrakal, Bath Laban, Achya, Amawa, Wa'ath, Taza'an, Laban, Achya, Amawa, Wayagash, Ya'aikwab, Wayagal, Ha'aban, Ma'al Piyah, Haba'ar, Wayashak, Ath Taza'an, Laban, Achya, Amua. Verse 11, Wayashak, Ya'aikwab, Larakal, Wayasha'a, Ath Qualwa, Wayabak. Verse 12, Wayagad, Ya'aikwab, Larakal, Kaya, Achya, Abia, Hawa'ah, Wakaya, Bun, Rabakwa, Hawa'ah, Watharatazah, Wathagad, La'abia. Verse 13, Wayahaya, Kashamai, Laban, Ath Shemai, Ya'aikwab, Bun Achathwa, Wayarataza, Lakorathwa, Wayachabukwa, Lawa, Wayanashak, Lawa, Wayaba Awa Al Bayathwa, Wayasapar Lalabun, Athkal, Hadabarium, Ha'Allah. Verse 14, Wayamarlawa, Labun, Ak Itazumya, Wabasharia, Atha, Wayashab, Imwa, Kadash, Yum Yum, and back to the English. So verse 8. And they said, we cannot until all the flocks be gathered together, until they roll the stone from the well's mouth, then we water the sheep. And while he yet spake with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep, for she kept them. For she was a good daughter, she took care of the sheep, she took care of business. Verse 10, and it came to pass, when Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, and the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother, that Jacob went near, and rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the flock of Laban, his mother's brother. So again, remember, Jacob sought out for a member of his extended family, not a heathen, not a woman of the Canaanites. He was told not to do that. He set out to look for someone of Laban's family. Laban was, basically, this was a cousin of his, from his mother's brother. So not close enough to be unlawful, but close enough to be in the family and not a heathen. Verse 11, and Jacob kissed Rachel and lifted up his voice and wept. And Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's brother and that he was Rebekah's son. And she ran and told her father. So he was excited to see her, that's all. Verse 13, and it came to pass, when Laban heard the tidings of Jacob, his sister's son, that he ran to meet him and embraced him and kissed him and brought him to his house. And he told Laban all these things. And Laban said to him, surely thou art my bone and my flesh. And he abode with him the space of a month. Back to the Hebrew. Verse 15. Amar Laban la Yaiqab Hakaya Achya Atha Wa'ibadathnoa Wa'ibadathniya Chanum Hagayada Laya Mashakarathka. Verse 16. Wala Laban Shathya Banwath Shum Hagadalah La'ah, Washum, Hakwatana, Rakal. Verse 17, Wa'ayanya, La'ah, Rakawath, Warakal, Hayatha, Yapath, Tha'ar, Wayapath, Mara'ah. Verse 18, Waya Ahab, Yaiqab, Athrakal, Waya Amar, Ibadka, Shabai, Shuniam, Barakal, Bathka, Hakwatana, Waya Amar, Laban, Tawab, Thafia, Athalika, Mathafia, Atha, La'ayash, Achar, Shabbat, Imadya. Verse 20. Waya Ibad, Yaiqab, Barakal, Shabai, Shuniam, Waya Haywa, Ba'ayanua, Kayumyum, Akadium, Bahabathwa, Atha. Verse 21, Waya Amar, Yaiqab, Al-Laban, Haba'ath, Ashafia, Kaya, Malawa, Yumya, Wa'abwa, Alia. And we're gonna go back to the English real quick. I mod him up here. Just for him to read the English.
Huh?
Just for him to read the English.
All right, yeah, that's fine. No, you know what?
Go. Imagine Shabbat. State your registry.
Bayan
And Imagine Shabbat.
below Bayan Sha'ala.
But Yanya Alban lawyer, but Yasha Allah.
Yaba Shima Shabbat.
Yabba Shimon Shabbat Da. Or grab a chair, Baba Shah.
Right there. Yeah, it's good, yeah, you grab one of those all.
Shabbat. We are at verse 15 in chapter 29.
And this is the chapter Genesis.
Yeah, Genesis 29 and 15, right here. You can start right away.
Doing the English.
Yeah. Verse 15, right here.
And Laban said unto Jacob, because thou art my brother, shalt thou therefore serve me for naught? Tell me, thou shalt thy wage be. Verse 16. And Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Verse 17. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored.
So the significance here is the elder daughter is supposed to be married off first. So Leah was supposed to be married off first, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored. Continue.
Come, and said, I will serve thee 7 years.
First part, verse 18.
Verse 18. And Jacob loved Rachel.
So Jacob loved Rachel. Jacob preferred Rachel. Even though Leah was the one they wanted to marry off first, Jacob preferred Rachel. Read.
Come, and said, I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel, thy younger daughter.
He had no hesitation saying he was willing to work 7 years for Rachel. Now show me a woman out there today that's worth working 7 years for. You know what? We know how to make a woman worth working 7 years for here in the Isupk. But you ain't gonna find them out on them streets. Keep going.
Come. And Laban said, it is better that I give her to thee than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me. And Jacob served 7 years.
Say the verse.
Genesis chapter 29 and verse 20. And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel.
7 years his brother worked just to get this woman. That's crazy. This is the top love story in the Bible right here. This is a beautiful story right here. Keep going.
Come. For Rachel. And they seemed unto him but a few days.
That's poetry. 7 years was like a few days because that's how much he loved her.
Well, it's a slide. Well, I don't want to go in. Keep on reading. I forgot how much is reading. Keep on going.
Come. And they seemed unto him but a few days.
That's poetry. That's beautiful.
That's right.
That's how beautiful this woman was. Keep going. You find that in another nation. Go find that in some woman somewhere else. A woman that's so beautiful that you're willing to work 7 years for her. Some of you dudes would do that because you. Never mind. We're gonna keep going. Keep going.
Come.
No. That's it. That was the last verse.
Oh, back to the Hebrew. I'm gonna run through this Hebrew real quick. Verse 22. Isupk Laban Athkal Anashia Hamakuwam Aisha Mashatha. Verse 23. Haya Ba'irab Kwach Athla Bathwa Ba'a Atha Aliyawa Ba'a Aliyah. Verse 24. Thun Laban La'ath Zalpa Shabakathwa Lala'a Bathwa Shabaka. Verse 25. Haya Babakwar Wahana Hawa'a La'a Amar Alabun Maza'ath Aishayath Laya Hala'a Barchal Ibadathya Imak Walama Ramiyathnia Salaki. Verse 26. Amar Laban La'a Aisha Khan Bamakowanua Lathath Hatazaira Lapunya Habakara. Verse 27. Mala'ah Shabai Za'ath Wanathana Laka Gamath Za'ath Ba'ibada Ashar Tha'ibad Imaja Iwad Shabai Shanium Akarawath. Verse 28. Aisha Yaikwab Khan Mala'ah Shabai Za'ath Thun Lawa Athrakal Bathwa Lawa La'asha. And to the English, verse 22.
Book of Genesis, chapter 29 and verse 22. And Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast. And it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah, his daughter, and brought her to him, and he went in unto her. Verse 24. And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah, his maid, for an handmaid.
So now this is after the 7 years. Jacob said, give me my wife. I'll work for you 7 years. And Laban made a feast. They celebrated, and he went in. Keep going.
Come. Verse 25. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah.
He woke up. Now, Salak, I don't want to, go too far visualizing this, but imagine you partying. They send the sister in. She got, she's covered up and modest. Y'all drinking. He goes in into his wife, wakes up in the morning, goes, wait a minute, you're Leah. Keep going.
Come. Zilpah, his maid, for a handmaid. Verse 25. And it came to pass that.
Oh, you can't go ahead.
Come, Slappy. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, what is this thou hast done unto me? Did not I serve with thee for Rachel? Wherefore then hast thou beguiled me?
Now this is the top precept for sex being marriage right here, because he tricked him into having sex with the daughter, and that was it. He got her. Once he got him, he got her. Keep going. You broke it, you bought it. Keep going.
Verse 26. And Laban said, it must not be so done in our country to give the younger before the firstborn.
So he knew what he was doing. He was trying to make sure his older daughter got married. Keep going.
Verse 27. Fulfill her week, and we will give thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve with me yet 7 other years.
So this is sex is marriage. This is polygamy. This is our language being slang because it said fulfill her week. He called 7 years a week. Keep going.
Verse 28.
That was it.
Oh, back to the Hebrew. Verse Salaki, 28 is the last one.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, read 28.
Verse 28. And Jacob did so and fulfilled her week, and he gave him Rachel his daughter to wife also.
And just like that, he had 2 wives. Back to the Hebrew.
Wait, hold on. You got to understand that now. He didn't agree to the terms of the bond. So we have to understand that. You know what I'm saying? When he realized, like, yo, this is not Rachel who I work for. You know what I mean? So he didn't agree with it. So why he did not throw her, why he did not like say, yo, I agree to that.
Right.
So I'm not married to her.
If marriage is a contract, if it's a document you sign.
And that was the contract. And that was the contract for me to marry Rachel. That was the contract.
They had,
you know what I'm saying? That's what they had the agreement.
Exactly.
But he ended up going into her, the older sister.
Right.
So why he didn't say, yo, I agree to this, so I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm not, you know what I'm saying? This, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You disowned the contract.
Right.
Where we agreed on.
Right.
So I'm not married to her. I'm not married to her.
It would have been that simple
It would
if
have
sex
been that
was not
simple
marriage.
because he had his right to do so.
Right.
Well, in this kingdom, he got his right to do so. In the oppressive kingdom,
Right.
he has right to give. But you know what I'm saying? Sex is marriage. Sex is marriage, and unlawful sex is sin.
Right.
That's what you have to understand. Sex is marriage, and unlawful sex is sin.
And that's what fornication is. Christians want you to think fornication is sex without a contract of marriage. Fornication is unlawful sex. Sex with a woman that's not attached to a man is marriage. That's what happened right here. And it was that simple. You broke it, you bought it. Once he went in unto her, and he knew that. That was his plan all along. So he knew, they understood that once he had sex with his daughter, there was no going back. There's no backseats.
But why, you know what I'm saying? Why our forefathers didn't say, hey, you know what I'm saying? You beguiled me.
Right. Right.
He got me drunk. He could have said that. Why he didn't say that? Because he knew sex was marriage.
And that's exactly what he said. He said you beguiled me, but he knew he got him. He knew he got me.
Nothing you can do about that now.
So back to the Hebrew, verse 29. Vayathan laban l'Rachel Bathwa af Balha Shabakathwa la Shapachathwa. Verse 30. Vayab'a gam al Rachel Vayahab gam as Rachel Mala'ah Vayaibad Imwa Iwad, Shabai, Shunium, Akharwath, verse 31. Wayar'ah, Yahweh, Kaya, Shanwa'ah, La'ah, Wayapathah, Ath, Rakamah, Barakal, Ikorah, verse 32. Wathahar, La'ah, Wathalad, Bun, Wathakara, Shamwa, Ra'awabad, Kaya, Amarat. Now catch that word, Ra'awaban. This is the first son, the first tribe of Israel being born.
Ra'awaban.
Kaya, Amarat, Kaya, Ra'a, Yahweh, Ba'anya, Kaya, Aitha, Yahabanya, Ayasha, verse 33.
That's right.
Wathahar, Iwad, Wathalad, Bun, Wathamar, Kaya, Shammai, Yahweh, Kaya, Shanwa'ah, Anakia, Wayathan, Laya, Gamath Zah, Wathakurah, Shamwa, Shemayawan, the second tribe of Israel being born. Verse 34, Wathahar, Iwad, Wathalad, Bun, Wathamar, Itha, Hapa'im, Yalawa'ah, Ayasha, Aliyah, Kaya, Yaladathia, Lawa, Shalasha, Shalasha, Buniam, Alkan, Korah, Shamwa, Loya, the third tribe of Israel, Levi.
Yeah.
That's 34, right?
It's a lot.
You got one more?
One more verse.
Oh, yeah, 35.
Verse 35. Wathahar Wad, Wathalad, Bun Wathamar, Hapa'im, Awada, Ath Yahweh, Alkan, Korah, Shamwa, Yahawada, the fourth tribe. Watha'imad, Maladath. And back to the English, verse 29.
Come. Verse 29. And Salak. Chapter 29 and verse 29.
Don't flip the pages. Just keep it at that page so you'll be able to do it, all right?
Come. Salak. Verse 29. And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter Bilhah, his handmaid, to be her maid. Verse 30. And he went in also unto Rachel, and he loved also Rachel more than Leah, and served with him yet 7 other years.
Imagine a woman that you're willing to work 14 years for. These are the hardcore women from our ancient times. Keep going.
Come, verse 31. And when the Lord saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. Verse 32. And Leah conceived and bore a son, and she called his name Reuben.
No, I think
Salaki.
All the
And she called his name Reuben, for she said, surely the Lord had looked upon my affliction. Now therefore my husband will love me.
So the Most High had mercy on Leah. Because Jacob preferred Rachel, the Lord had mercy on Leah and gave her the firstborn son. And the firstborn son to Jacob, the first progenitor of the first tribe of Israel was Reuben, whose name, because the Lord had seen her affliction, and he said, behold, this is a son. Read.
Verse 33. And she conceived again and bore a son, and said, because the Lord had heard that I was hated, he had therefore given me this son also. And she called his name Simeon.
So the Lord had showed favor on her to give her the first 2 sons, and this was Simeon. Read.
Verse 34. And she conceived again and bore a son, and said, now this time will my husband be joined unto me, because I have bore him 3 sons. Therefore his name called Levi.
So Jacob preferred Rachel, but I mean, sister, get your first 3 sons. It's gonna start to even out the playing field, right? Keep going.
Come. Verse 35. And she conceived again and bore a son. And she said, now will I praise the Lord. Therefore she called his name Judah, and left barren.
So she popped out 4 and she was done. Back to the Hebrew.
You could go back and say, read 35 again from the top, Baba Strong.
Khan, book of Genesis chapter 29 and verse 35. And she conceived again and bare a son, And she said, now will I praise the Lord. Therefore she called his name Judah and left bearing.
Then I praise the Lord. Remember what Judah's name is. You know what I'm saying? Just remember what Judah's name is called.
And that's right, baked into the name. The name of Judah is thank the Lord. Yahweh died. Keep going.
I praise the Lord.
Back to the Hebrew. Chapter 30, verse 1.
Genesis chapter.
You're not going to do that.
Wathara'ah, Rakal, Kayala'ah, Yaladah, La Ya'aikwab, Wathakuna, Rakal, Ba'achatha, Wathamar, Al Ya'aikwab, Haba, Laya, Buniam, Wa'am, Ayan, Matha, Anakia, Wayakar, Ab Ya'aikwab, Barakal, Wayamar, Hathachath, Alahayim, Anakia, Ashar, Manai, Mamak, Parya, Batan, verse 3, Wathamar, Hana, Amathia, Balaha, Ba'a, Alio, Wathalad, Al-Barakia, Wa'abana, Gam, Anakia, Mamana, verse 4, Wathathanlawa, Ath Balaha, Shabakatha, La'asha, Wayaba'a, Aliyah Ya'aikwab, verse 5, Wathahar, Balaha, Wathalad, La'ya'aikwab, Bun, verse 6, Wathamar, Rakal, Danunya, Alahayim, Wagum, Shemai, Aqualia, Wayathunlia, Bun Al-Khan, Korah, Shamwa, Dan. So this is the next tribe being born. Verse 7. Wathahar, Iwad, Wathalad, Balha, Shabakath, Rakal, Bun Shunya, Laya Iquab. Back to the English. Verse 1.
This book of Genesis chapter 30 and verse 1. And when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children, Rachel invaded her sister.
Envy.
Salaki. Envied her sister. Salaki. And said unto Jacob, give me children, or else I die.
So she knew she had Jacob's preference, but now 4 children in a row later, she was starting to feel a little insecure. So she said, give me children or I'm going to die. Keep going.
Verse 2. And Jacob's anger was kindled against Rachel. And he said, am I in God's stead?
Am I in God's stead? Like, am I in the place of the Most High? Keep going.
Who had withheld from thee the fruit of thy womb?
What are you blaming me for? Am I the one that's stopping you from getting? Imagine your woman come to you. Go ahead.
I'm not a machine now.
Right.
I'm not a
right.
machine.
Am I in control of that? Imagine your woman come to you and say, give me children.
I still got work now.
Exactly. I'm sure he was trying. He said he preferred her. So imagine she coming to you like that. He's like, he got mad. Keep going.
Verse 3. And she said, behold, my maid Bilhah, go in unto her, and she shall bear upon my knees, that I may also have children by her.
So the brother already has 2 wives, and then now they're giving him their handmaids. Keep going.
Verse 4. And she gave him Bilhah, her handmaid, to wife, and Jacob went in unto her. So
what have we covered so far? Sex is marriage, polygamy. What else we got in these last couple of chapters? So many precepts are right here in this beautiful love story between Jacob, Rachel, and Leah. Keep going.
Verse 5. And Bilhah conceived and bare Jacob a son.
And y'all out there that have a problem with polygamy are wild, because y'all gonna have to explain how the 12 tribes of Israel and the nation of Israel would exist without polygamy. Keep going.
verse 6. And Rachel said, and Rachel said, God had judged me and had also heard my voice and had given me a son. Therefore called she his name Dan.
Because these handmaids were just there to serve them, so she taking credit for that son. Keep going.
Verse 7. And Bilhah, Rachel's maid, conceived again and bare Jacob a second son. And Rachel said, with great wrestlings have I wrestled with my sister, and I have prevailed. And she called his name Naphtali.
So we went one verse over, but y'all got a little preview of next week. We're gonna get into the meanings of some of these names of the tribes. I imagine up here. Yeah, yun, which means wine. Hand it to me because I already drank from the cup.
I'll be outside.
Come.
Like Yasha Allah, which means to Israel.
But I got it.
Parks means horn. I imagine in the room saw plenty of gum, which means rise, turn, face the east. It's the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kadash Hayah, Yashim Ka, Yahweh, Malak with Ka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawah, Hayah, Hashemayim, Methunmano, Lakam, Kalion, Wasalakano, Kawathno, Kasalakno, Kawathno, Wala'ah, Abiyano, Banasaya 1, Ball, Hoshino, Ayun, Ra, Kaya, Baka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahataka Arak, La'ayulamu, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. The Isupk curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen to shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel and refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channel, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief
plague shake the house of the people.
and the murder.
And the murder.
Let Yahushua,
Let your house shout.
Michael and Gabriel, come down with the flying saucers
down with the flying
and punish all the heathen
and punish all
that come up against us
come up
as we speak thy word.
as we speak that
Cause it to be known by all
Cause it to be known by all.
that it is the angels that have done it.
That is the angels that have done
Cause it to be spread through the media,
Cause it to be spread through the media.
throughout the whole world,
Throughout the whole world.
causing the shake of thy coming.
Cause it to shake that are coming.
In the name of
In the
Yahushua,
name of Yahushua.
thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
So I face the front. Gonna give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I Majim Shabbat. I Majim Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakathon. Yajmatah, dismissed. And next week, we're going to be right back here, picking it up in Genesis, the 29th chapter, Salak, in the 30th chapter, and the 8th verse. And we're going to get into some real good stuff, some real deep stuff. It's going to be heavy. I can't wait. Tune in. Don't miss out. Be there or